Hi kids! I hope you had a wonderful and restful spring break. I know that our spring break is a little bit different than how we had originally planned or thought it would be, but I wanted to create this video for you to verbally explain to you what your week at a glance and your assignments will look like for this week. I know that I had said in my previous video to you that I would come on here and give you an explanation at the beginning of each week, so Monday, and then do a check-in on Wednesday. Since we didn't have school on Monday, I am going to kind of do this a little bit differently this week. I'm waiting till the end of the day today to post this so that you can kind of take a look at the work. I know some of you are still turning in your packets. Don't forget to turn those in, those first packets. This week and the next couple of weeks will be completely different because we will be completely digital. So you will not have any type of packet. Everything will be done online. So when you do return your packet to the school, please make sure that you tell the front office if you have, if you're limited with your internet at home. So if you're only using your phone and that's the only type of data that you have to access the internet, you really want to make sure you let the office know because you are going to need a Chromebook and access to the internet. So I know some of you can use your phones as hotspots and connect it to your to the Chromebook that you check out, and that works well too, but you do want to make sure that you let the office know if you're only working with your phone. That's going to be the really key important point about these next upcoming weeks, is that having internet and access to technology is the only way you can kind of get this done. The school will not be printing out any more packets. We're pretty much done with that and we are fully online. So with that being said, your Google Classroom is now going to function as our classroom. So you will see that in Google Classroom, there were a couple of announcements that already went out. The first thing that went out Monday was your week at a glance, and then all of your assignments and your resources that you'll need for this week coming up. I do want to go over those with you so that if you do have any questions, hopefully this clarifies that for you. If you take a look at your week at a glance, that's going to be kind of like your guide to what each day, what you should be completing. Now, if you want to work ahead, by all means, work ahead. But please do not wait till the last minute to do any of this work, and please don't wait till the last minute to ask questions that you have. I know some of you did that with your first packet, and that's going to be the last thing you want to do with this. So please make sure if you have questions, you must reach out right away. So let's take a look at your week at a glance. So today is Tuesday. Every day you're going to have a warm up. This is going to kind of be like in place of our agenda. It's just kind of to get your brain kind of in that creative mode. There's going to be a resource that has a list of all kinds of silly drawing prompts. You are going to complete one silly drawing a day on one piece of paper. So if this is my piece of paper here, I'll look at that list and I'll figure out what I want to draw, and I'll draw, I can draw them all together or I can put them individually. However you want to set them up is fine. And remember, it's a quick warm up, so you don't have to spend a lot of time working on the silly drawings. Give yourself like 5 minutes or so, even less if you need to. But take a look at the prompts and you're going to pick a new one each day. At the end of the week, you will turn in that warm-up sheet. You can use Google Draw if you want and create your own Google Doc to do that. Or if you would like, you can draw it on a piece of paper, take a picture of it, and upload it to Google Classroom. But that's going to be one of your first assignments for the week. Every single day, you'll see that at the very beginning of the top, warm-up, silly drawings of the day. Go to the paper that says silly drawing prompts, pick one, draw one. Now, your activity for today is to read 2 articles and take notes. Now, if you would like to take notes by hand, take a picture of those and upload them, you can. If you want to create a Cornell style format in Google Docs and do it digitally to submit it, that's okay too. So preferably, you might want to do that in Google Docs just so that you have it and you can mark it up, you can highlight certain words. But the 2 articles that are in there are very, very short. They're just going to kind of give you an overview of the positivity poster, which is what you're going to be working on this week and creating. And it's going to tell you kind of how the positivity poster came to be, some of the countries that are participating in this, and pretty much what it looks like, the purpose of it, what it's used for. So take a look at those 2 articles, read them, take notes. You will turn those assignments in to Google Classroom or turn in your notes to Google Classroom. That's your only activity for Tuesday. On Wednesday, you're going to watch a video called Creating a Positivity Poster. It's a demo video by another teacher who is going to walk you through the process of creating a positivity poster. You're only going to watch the video on Wednesday and create kind of like a draft for yourself. So don't feel like you have to complete it right away, right that day. If you want to, you can. But you want to make sure that you are putting some effort into this. You can use whatever resources you have, whatever size paper you have. If you have cardboard, if you have poster board that you didn't get to use for another assignment, if you have, just small binder paper, make it colorful if you have colored pencils, if you have crayons, anything that you want. You want to add paint to it. If you're only limited to a pencil, there are amazing things you can do with a pencil. So please do not feel like you are limited just because you have binder paper and a pencil. But feel free to use whatever you want. I would caution you against using highlighters because they tend to kind of fade when you put the picture away from you or the poster away from you. So you don't want your drawings to disappear. But watch the video, listen to what she says when she's creating the poster, and kind of make a little draft for yourself of what you want. Sayings, like positive sayings or slogans, are really great for a project like this. You can even Google, what are some positive quotes, or, what are some positive colors. Yellow colors, warmer colors, brighter colors tend to be more positive and uplifting. But again, you aren't limited to that. You could even, collage your poster if you want. If you have newspaper laying around, cut up some letters and put those onto your poster. Watch the video, get some ideas, and draft up a small little plan. On Thursday, you'll spend a majority of your time creating your poster, and that is going to be your final. So please make sure that you spend a good amount of time putting some effort into this. Remember, just because you have a pencil doesn't mean that you can't complete this project to the best of your ability. On Friday, you are going to be turning in your poster and your silly drawings for the week. So you are also going to be presenting your poster to me. So let me walk you through this. After you've completed the drawing of your poster, moved your draft to a final project, you are going to take a picture of your poster where you want it to hang. So let's say you're going to put it in the window, or maybe you're going to just hang it in your room. Take a picture of wherever you're going to place it, and that is what you're going to upload to Google Classroom for your assignment. Then you're going to access Flipgrid. You'll see in Google Classroom that I've already created a Flipgrid for our class. I'm going to be creating a topic within that class that is an explanation of your poster. So very simply, what you're going to do is hold up your poster. You're going to tell me how you created it, how you came up with the idea, and what you hope it brings to other people. Those directions will be in the Flipgrid topic. So please feel free to, take a look at those, write down what you're going to say first, and then present it. Your video is going to be very short, about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So you really want to know what you're going to say before you say it. After you've turned in your poster picture of where you're hanging it, you'll complete your Flipgrid. You will also then turn in your warm-up of your silly drawings for the week. So that's all we really have for this week coming up. But I did kind of want to explain it to you because I know that some of you are very visual and some of you do like to listen to the directions. But if you do get stuck along the way and you have a question for me, what I want you to do is get into the habit of reviewing the directions and then telling me what specific directions you are confused about. I know that in the first phase, some of you would send me a remind message and tell me, I don't know what to do. And what I did find out is that some of you didn't know what to do because you hadn't read the directions yet. So I will be asking you, what part of the directions are confusing for you? Because I want to make sure that I'm giving you specific feedback for wherever you are stuck. So review those directions first and then tell me exactly where you're stuck, and I'm more than happy to help you with that. Now, this is going to be a little bit different for our weeks coming up. You are going to have a schedule of when I'm available for your classes, meaning, if we need to do some type of Zoom meeting or, some type of email back and forth during that specific time. But that doesn't mean that you're only limited to that time to reaching out to me. You can ask me all throughout the days, whatever day it is, if you have any questions. But take a look at the packet that the school has given you, kind of giving you guidelines of how to be successful in your distance learning, and do not wait to ask me any questions when they come up. Waiting to ask questions is only going to, hold you back and really prevent you from completing the tasks and understanding what to do. So hopefully this project is really fun for you this week. I wanted to make sure that I gave you something that was a little bit, lighter compared to your other classes and gives you a time to express yourself, be creative, open up your mind, and, reflect on what we're going through, because realistically, this poster is directly related to what we are going through right now. People are looking for positive outlets, and where do they turn for things like that? They turn to art and creating and crafting and expressing themselves. So this is a really great way for you to do that. A lot of our projects coming up are going to be in direct relation to what is going on in our world right now. So this is just the first of many that we're going to do like this. And this is really how a lot of art comes to be. It's usually a response to what is happening in the world today. So your task for this week is to create a positivity poster that you will place somewhere in your room, in your window, on a door, maybe create it for your family, and then you're going to share that with me and share it with your classmates. So remember, feel free to ask me questions anytime. I am available the quickest through the Remind app. If you have not signed up for the Remind app, please make sure that you do so. Those of you who are still not in the class, please make sure that you get them signed up. Those of you who are in the class and know if you have friends who haven't signed up, encourage them to sign up and I'll give you extra credit. So I am giving you credit for that. Another little side note, I know some people have been told that, the work that they're doing while they're away from school won't count or, can't harm their grade, and that I do want to tell you is not true. So if anybody has told you, oh, you don't have to worry about the work, it's not going to hurt your grade, there is a very big chance that if you do not complete the work, you may not pass the class, especially if when you left the class, you were at a C grade or even lower. You really want to make sure that you are reaching out to me to try and make up work that you haven't done or redo work that you have gotten a low grade on, but you want to make sure that you get everything turned in so that you can pass this class and that you don't have to retake it when we return. So keep that in mind when you are creating your work. Any questions that you have, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will be talking to you soon. So I'll be checking in with you this week on Thursday rather than Wednesday, since we didn't have school on Monday. Again, have fun, be creative, use this as an outlet, read all of your directions, and always look at that week at a glance to kind of give you a guide of what your tasks are. Quickly before I leave, I want to kind of run through the order of your assignments just to make sure that you know what to do first. You can always look at that week at a glance to help you, but I am going to explain it to you here. So the first thing that you want to do, you want to go into the classwork tab of your Google Classroom. You're going to take a look at your week at a glance first. Then you're going to look at your warm-up material, your 100 silly drawing prompts, and create your silly drawing for each day. Then you're going to read the 2 articles that are listed and take notes. You will turn the notes into me either digitally or with a picture of what you have taken. You're going to watch the positivity poster demo, and then you will create your own. Then in Google Classroom, you'll see an announcement for our Flipgrid topic where you can present your, or you will present your poster to the class. If you have any questions, again, reach out to me. I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and I hope you enjoy this assignment. I look forward to seeing the posters that you create. I will also be creating a poster with you so that I can show you how I'm expecting you to present your information using Flipgrid. So be creative, find something really cool to put on there. I'll be adding some resources to kind of help you. If you want to learn how to hand letter, I can put some like YouTube links in there for you to check out. Yeah, so have fun with that. I look forward to seeing what you guys create, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.